Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here, back on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel for a new card making video. Today I'm using the Summer Blooms kit that was just released at Trinity Stamps. It's their first ever card making kit and I'm in love with it. I think it's so fun with all the different elements they have in it. So let's take a look at the kit. This is the 4x8 Summer Blooms stamp set designed by Melanie at Paper Stars. For this kit, it's exclusive to this kit. You can see the bold flowers and line images in that set. There's a coordinating die set, and we have some exclusive gems. These are the Summer Sparkles Embellishment Mix. They're very iridescent with a variety of colors and sizes in the Trinity Stamps container. There's also some exclusive ink cubes. These are from Ink on 3. We have a Fade Out No Line coloring ink and 3 Atelier inks, and they are so bright, and these inks are artist quality. I'm going to show you a couple techniques that you can do with them in today's card. So we have a Goddess Green and some Marigold Orange and Pink. Petunia Pink, there it is. All right, then we also have a 6x9 paper pad, and there are 6 designs that are double-sided, and so I'm going to show you both sides so you can see what they look like and the gorgeous prints that you're going to get in your kit. Also, this kit is a limited edition kit, so that means it's not going to be available another time or another way at this time. So make sure if this kit looks fun to you that you go ahead and order it to get one before they're gone. Also, this kit was designed by Paper Star, like I said, and she recently designed another stamp set for Trinity Stamps called First Bloom. So we're going to take a look at that in a minute because they will work really well together. Also, I forgot to show you on that last clip this new storage pouch that Trinity is going to start carrying. You're going to get one of these in your kit. It's a 4x9 pouch. There's no flap. It's got a finger hole so you can pull out your stuff easily. And then next is that First Bloom stamp set. You can see how well they work together. And actually, you can get the First Bloom stamp and die set 20% off when you order your Summer Bloom kit. Just put all 3 in your cart and then select or put in the First Bloom 20 off code to get your 20% off. There's also a new free with purchase mini teacup die that's available. I'm showing you right there. Here's the first card I made with this kit. I wanted to show it to you because today I am going bold with this kit, but you can also go soft and pretty. So now we're going to start the card making. This is the pattern piece of paper I'm going to be using today. I liked this black and white graphic paper here, and I'm going to do some watercoloring. So I'm taking that Goddess Green ink and smooshing it down onto my glass mat. I'm going to pick that up with a water brush. I do have a paper towel on the side, so I will often go over there and kind of dab off my brush. But I'm just going to color in every one of these leaves. I'm not using very much water, and so it's easy to watercolor with this onto this patterned paper. So here it is all done. I think it looks so awesome. I love these colors. The black and white with green is so fresh and clean. So that's all done, and then I'm going to stamp out 2 of the solid images from this set. This solid flower in the Petunia Pink, and I'm going to stamp a bunch of them. I wasn't sure how many I wanted, so I thought I'll just fill up my little scrap piece of paper here, and you can see how crisp and bold this ink inks up the clear stamps. I'm really loving it. So I'm going to stamp out several of each of these and die cut them out, and then I'll have them ready to go for making my card. Now for this flower, you just kind of want to turn the die until you find a good placement before die cutting it out, and then the other one cuts around there easily. You don't have to turn it. It works great. All right, so now I'm going to stamp out this larger rose-like image, and I'm stamping that with VersaFine Onyx Black ink and embossing it with some clear embossing powder so that I can do some more watercoloring with these inks. These inks are known for being great for watercoloring. I'm also using this new pressure tool to use on my Misty, and I've been using it for a few days now, and I'm in love with it. It's really helpful. I find myself automatically reaching for it every time I am stamping now. So like I said, these inks are known for being great for watercoloring. They stay nice and vibrant, and they don't get like pastel looking when you watercolor with them, and so I think that's pretty magical. I am going to do each petal with the pink and the orange where they kind of blend into each other. So I thought that this look was really pretty, kind of a summery look to it, and also bright and vibrant, which is, you know, that bold look that I'm going for on today's card. So that's what we're doing, and I'll just show you this kind of sped up, but I did the same thing on each petal. I did do one petal at a time instead of doing all the pink and then all the orange, because I felt that it'd be easier to blend the two colors together if I did it right away versus letting that pink dry before I added the orange, or vice versa. So that's what I did. Some really simple watercoloring that anybody could easily replicate on their own. And we'll just fill in the center, going really light with each color, or a very little with each color, so I can make sure and fit it in. And then I just went back over it and added in a little bit more pink, and I got the look that I wanted. I'm using that goddess green for each of the leaves, and I had so much fun watercoloring this. I love how the leaves turned out. I was able to do like one of the leaves a little bit lighter and the next one a little darker. And then I'm going to use the coordinating dies and die cut out both of these roses. So they're ready to go. All right, now on to the rest of my card. I am using this Slimline Stripes die as a background for my patterned paper, so I had to trim that down just a little bit. And then I am going to die cut out a circle with an etched edge. These are the layering circles, and it has an etched line all the way around the edge. I didn't want the whole circle because this is going to hang off the edge of my paper. But see that negative piece over there on the right? I thought it would make a really good card. So this video right then just turned into 2 cards instead of 1. So you'll see that one next. I'm going to stamp this amazing 6x6 background stamp onto that circle. This is the encouragement text background stamp, and if you read it, you can see there's a lot of things that are encouraging to be read on there. I'm going to add a little black splatter to my background. I love splatter on all the things, so you'll inevitably see me splattering most of my backgrounds, and there it is. Now with that Slimline striped die set, there are some words. So I'm going to die cut out the word wow and save that for putting my card together. And I wanted a sentiment to go with it. So with that goddess green, I'm stamping out "You did it." And that is from the Supporting Script Sentiment stamp set. I've been using this set so much. It goes with all your things like congrats, thank you, happy birthday. It's fabulous. So now it's time to do some card assembly. So I glued down my circle, and then I'm just figuring out how I want to place all the other things. I flag cut the end of "You did it," and then I'm figuring out how I want the flowers to go. Once I have that all figured out, I glued down the flowers, or I glued down the word wow and the sentiment strip. The flowers I'm going to pop up with some foam squares. So I'll add the largest one first, and then I did one of those little orange branches and one pink flower. I thought I was going to add a couple more, but it just seemed like too much. So I saved those because remember, I'm going to make a second card. And then I glued on that piece to my striped panel, and this whole thing is going to go onto my 8.5 by 3.5 inch card base. And on this particular striped panel, I do the glue on every other stripe, and I feel pretty good about the bond and the hold I'm going to get. All right, so now it's time to add some embellishment. I'm using some glaze to go over the word wow to really help it pop off of my card and have a little shininess and interest to it. And then I decided, why not add it to the flower? And later I even added it to each of the circles at the end of that orange branch. I'm bringing in those rhinestones that come in this kit, the sparkle ones, and I picked out some that are dark pink and glued those into place to finish off card number 1. There it is, very bold, very graphic. I love the bright colors. And now let's move on to card number 2. So I'm stamping up again that encouragement background stamp. I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I'm going to stamp that entire panel. That's the leftover piece from die cutting out my circle, which just happened to be a scrap that I grabbed from my basket of white scraps, and it was perfect size to make an A2 size card, so I had to do it. So once that is all stamped up, I am ready to move on and adhere down my background, but I decided why not watercolor this one just like I did on the previous card. So these cards are going to kind of match and go together. Also, I better splatter the background. So more black splatter going onto the word panel this time instead of the leaf panel. I'll adhere those two things together, and now I have one continuous piece for my card front. And that is going to go onto an A2 size card base, and that will have a little bit of a white border all the way around. So that front panel ended up measuring 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I have these leftover branches and flowers I can add to it, as well as that watercolor flower, which I really thought the first card was going to have 2 flowers on it that were watercolored, but this just worked out so good to make 2 cards. I love it when you already have out all your supplies to just go ahead and make another card. I use that same slimline striped die set with the words and die cut out woohoo from some black glitter cardstock. I'm going to glue that at the bottom, and I'm going to use the same supporting script sentiment for this one that says you did it. This time inking it up and stamping it in the petunia pink, and that will get a little flag cut at the end as well. I'm going to put that right above woohoo on this card, and then we have a cute little sentiment, both like kind of congratulations type cards, and I love that. So now I'll add some gems, and I did pink on this one too, so I'm partial to pink, but I just felt like it was the best one to go with my cards for today. I added glaze to the pink flowers, glaze to those round parts of those little branches, and I decided why not go over the word and have black glitter paper with glaze over the top, and it turned out super good. I love it. So now I have 2 great cards for congratulations, or just recognizing somebody for doing something that maybe was a little bit hard, and there they are side by side. So hey, leave a comment below and let me know which of these 2 cards you like the best, and maybe let me know how you feel about the bold graphic design with bright colors. Is it your thing? I'm loving it. All right, I will be back again very soon with another card making video for you. If you're interested in this new kit, then I will have it all linked for you below so you can check that out and get one of your very own. I'll see you all again very soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!